keep thinking someone's sneaking up behind me. I look like a crazy person talking to myself right now. Hey guys, Coach Julia back here with your tip of the week. So this week's tip is on how to measure your progress. Specifically speaking to those people who have started a fitness routine or joined a gym with the goal of either losing weight or changing their body composition, meaning wanting to build muscle mass or lose body fat, or both. It's really important to have certain metrics by which you measure progress if any of these things is your goal. That way you know if you are actually moving in the right direction and it's not just totally subjective and based on how you feel. So number one is your body weight. So weighing yourself, I would recommend just weighing yourself each morning when you wake up, preferably after you go to the bathroom, and recording that weight, and then at the end of the week looking at your weekly average and comparing week over week how your weight is changing. Keep in mind that if you're looking at your weight and how it's fluctuating on a daily basis, that might not be as accurate because your body weight is very dependent on what you've eaten the day before. If you're retaining water, maybe you've had a lot of sodium. If you're going to start your period for women, there are a lot of factors that could go into your body weight, so that's why a weekly average can be a lot more accurate. Number two is measurements. So taking a measurement around your waist, I would say the smallest part of your waist, and then around your hips, preferably the largest part of your hips or your butt. Maybe once a week taking measurements and comparing those week over week with each other to see if your body is getting larger or smaller. A lot of people will notice that even though their body weight might not be going down, their measurements are actually decreasing, which is a good sign that you're building lean muscle mass and losing body fat at the same time. Number three is to take progress photos. So a lot of people feel really uncomfortable taking progress photos because they are either embarrassed, they don't want to see themselves, especially when they're at the beginning stages. They feel awkward taking a photo of themselves, they don't know how to set up the camera, or they don't have a full-length mirror. So progress photos, you don't have to show them to anyone, but if you can force yourself to take a progress photo, I would say just once a month, and then compare those month over month, that can be a really great way to tell how your body is changing. Oftentimes people don't see changes in themselves. Other people might tell them they look great, but you see yourself every single day, so you don't necessarily notice these changes. Having a photographic proof of that can be super helpful in seeing if you've had any changes in body composition. So those are kind of three ways: body weight, measurements, and progress photos to tell if you're making progress. Now, if you're doing all of those things for a few months and you notice that nothing is changing or things are going in the opposite direction that you want them to go, then it's probably time to consider changing up your routine. And my advice would be to talk to a fitness professional or a coach at your gym and tell them what's going on and figure out what you can do, whether it's in your diet or your exercise routine, to kind of shift things back in the right direction. So those are my tips. Hopefully you found them helpful, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.